Hey everybody! What's going on, Cole? And hi, Jennifer. First time with us. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Sorry, I'm just turning everything on. Okay. Whew, sorry about missing the last couple days. Just been really inundated with work recently. It was unexpected, but we're back today, and we're going to continue where we left off with our big on fire guy. He's still on fire. He doesn't know when it's going to end. Hopefully soon, but we don't know. We'll learn. We'll learn together. But excited to be back. Excited to be painting. I don't know if anyone saw, but on Twitter, I was posting progress on this little guy, our cel-shaded Tonberry, which I also turned into some emojis for our subscribers. So this was super fun, and this I just finished recording the voiceover for a YouTube video. This is going to be a long-form YouTube video tutorial on how to achieve something like this, specifically a cel-shaded style little guy. So, believe it or not, this is one of the most forgiving and easiest styles to pull off. If you don't believe me, you'll see why in the video. But anyway, he's gonna go right up here next to our other stuff. But here we go. We're gonna continue with our guy. I switch to the painting cam. By the way, thank you for the follow, Jennifer. That's awesome. Sorry it didn't show up on the thing. Absolutely, I will. Absolutely, I will. Done. But anyway, thank you for joining. We're going to continue with our guy. Hey, Suki. Thanks for showing up again. I appreciate you. Sorry, just changing my painting scene. There we are. All right. Something that I found out. The only way for me to get the effect of not having to fix the focus every single time on the model whenever I try to brush on it, actually, when it tries to focus onto the brush instead of the model, is to do manual focus. So that's how we're going to be doing it. So occasionally, if I go up here, it'll be out of focus, but I'll fix it by going like this. Or if I go down here, I'll try and fix it again. So just give me some patience when I change perspective just a little bit. Thank you for trying to be my daily viewer, Sugi. I appreciate you. I said it earlier, but sorry that I was gone for the last couple days. Work were pretty crazy. But I appreciate you for coming back. I know that there's other people to watch, and I'm glad that I get to be one of the ones for you guys. So, where were we here? We were doing the jewels, which I think we finished for the most part here. Let me zoom in a little bit. So we did the jewels in the little settings here, giving them a nice little reflective bonus to the flames that are already existing, making it even more reflective. We did some of the metallics on the pauldron here, and we did the metallics on the bottom leg. So we're going to continue with the accessories on the front. We're going to tackle the rope, we're going to tackle the cloth down here, and we're going to attempt to do even like the little bit of the canvas right here on the chest plate. And then we're going to keep going from there. Let's focus up. It's going to be tough to get perfect every time, but we're going to do our best. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. So first thing, let's decide what color this rope is gonna be. I'm thinking something pretty dark. We should do maybe a dark, maybe even just keeping it dark gray. But let's decide here. No, we have too much gray on the model already. We should make it a contrasting color. Maybe an orange to keep it in theme with the fire, or even let me pull up the pictures of some Legion of the Damned characters to see what kind of accessories that they have. I probably should have done this before. Let's see. So their main color scheme is the black, silver, and of course the fire. In cases where they have accessories, they're typically red or bone colored. I think we're going to end up going with a red rope, a nice dark red rope then. That will still look in line with what we're going for without changing the fundamental scheme of the guy. Okay, that's what we'll do. Get that ready. It's gonna be dark, so we're gonna do go with resplendent red here. Not quite the darkest, but we're gonna use it as the initial base. Might mix that with a little bit of black to bring down the brightness a little bit there, just so that we can keep that kind of mood in line. Or maybe, actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna use this red, and then we're going to put a dark kind of blood red wash over it. That's what we're gonna go with, because that's gonna make it pop a little bit more. So we're gonna try that first. So accessorize here. What's going on, Ozzy? How you doing? We're back. Thanks for showing up again today. It was a pretty wild week so far. Whew. Felt like it would never end the work, but we're back at it again with another painting video. And right now we're doing all of the cloth and variable accessories here to keep bringing this guy to life. Oh, this is gonna look so good. For some reason, this rope is really a big focal point. Like what have I said before from The Big Lebowski? It really ties the room together. It's like a nice rug. Okay, so we're giving this the initial coat, and then we're going to coat it with a dark red wash to get into the recesses here. But in the meantime, obscure space marine. For some reason, I've been thinking about painting minotaurs lately, but that's really, I can't think of any obscure ones right now. I'm not thinking hard enough about the obscure guys. Plate metal is our metallic. Minotaurs are so good at being hateable. I love it. They are fantastic. Really good WWE heels. You can think of them as like Vince McMahon's personal chapter. If Vince McMahon had a chapter, it would be the Minotaurs for sure. The lore is so good. Biggest bullies. Go. There's nothing like accessorizing. By the way, I did a little bit of more work on the axe. It actually fell off in between the last time that we were streaming, and I had to reposition it. It's just a tiny bit in a different angle, but it still looks pretty good. Up with these little metallic bits while it's still drying. Things like interior leg. We will tackle that brightness with a wash. Simple stuff. Nice. Not much to go. Doing a little bit of almost imperceptible detail back here, but I can see it, so therefore I can't help but do it. The leg portion behind the axe. One of those, if it happens to get caught by a camera angle, I'll be ashamed if it's not done. But again, keeping the metallic away from the already pre-reflected area, just to keep that contrast super high. Because it's more important that that flame be reflected than having a metallic paint. Anyway, how's everybody's week been going? I feel like I haven't checked in a while. Become addicted to these KK covers. They're just so good. Working in the wet side? What does that mean? Oh, geez. Ouch. Oh, doing lots of cleaning, yeah. Oh man, job searching. I hope you get something soon that you like. That can be pretty stressful, and most of all, like, whenever I've had to do that in the past, it's always been something where, like, do I want to take this or something else? I hope that you're not in that position where you have to settle for something and you get to choose what you like. Whoa! Well, I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad everyone's okay. Checking on the back here. Got lots to do. We're still focusing on the front for right now. A little bit of the tubing here. Not too worried about getting this on the gun for now. Oh, it was a work vehicle. Whew. Glad that you weren't. Okay, that's looking good. Oh, it was a used car. Okay. All right, that rope has dried. Let's put a little of this wash on here. And really, it's actually a speed paint, but it's Blood Moon Red. It's a super dark red that's really gonna make that that rope really saturated. I really like this color. We used this on the on our Mechanicus guy before. Oh, okay. Well, yes, I'm glad that no matter what, that you're okay and everybody else is okay and that you still have a job, because it's tough right now, for sure. Yeah. Super good. Go. Yeah, that was a good choice for the rope. And then we'll be able to put the reflection on the bottom there, giving it a little bit more luminosity. We might use the similar technique for the cloak on the bottom. No, it would still be a normal cloak. It would still be a brownish cloak. Let's get that on there. It's gonna be bone. You know, it would kind of be a bone. He's still a good guy. If it was a Emperor's Children, then it definitely would be a skin cloak. But he's still a good guy, so he's got it's more of a Templar cloak, I think, at least in my mind. That's what if I'm thinking of what kind of cloak that this guy would have, it would be more of a Templar feel. But we're gonna darken it up real good. That's true. But this is this is sort of like the reverse Uno card Legion. It's like, oh, you think you're the only ones who. the no use. What's going on, my guy? Man, everybody showing up today. Oh man, I thank you guys so much. I was a little worried. I was like, oh man, I've been gone. Like I had an irrational fear. They giving you a hard time? Talking to you about their pensions. Go. And don't worry, that cloak is going to get darkened up and it's going to get reflective also. We're looking good, we're looking good. Let's do a little bit on the face. I feel like the face needs a little... Let's go ahead and get those eyes the way we want them. Why does that give me like a Vaseline underwater glow? This camera confuses me. Lurk away, Cole. I appreciate you. So we're going to start with putting white as the base behind the eyes, so that when we add the glowy reflectiveness, it looks correct. Don't worry about overfilling that a little bit, because you want it to be a little overfilled so that when you add the glowy color, it looks like it's glowing. So it should be on the bottom just a little like that. a little much. Or not enough. Depends on the situation. There we go. Oop, got a little on the... That's okay. A rear of yourself on Twitter, eh? That's easy to do. Get a little more on this side. Woo. Sorry to hear that. Wasn't mine. Obviously, you're here. Always start out as a gentleman. It works in your favor 99% of the time. Good advice. Sorry, just waiting for this to dry a little bit. Then we're gonna actually still use this Blood Moon Red to fill these eye sockets. There we go. Easy glow. Red Bull ad. Let's reapply fringe. Prize picks. Gambling? Ugh. I hate that. I hate that gambling is like a ubiquitous, nearly unavoidable ad. I'm pretty sure I can't even, I'm not even like able to stop that. Game Pass, yeah. Makes sense. Red Bull, Game Pass, Space Hunter, and Prize Picks. The one that I don't like the most out of that is Prize Picks. I don't like gambling ads. Okay, the bottom just about dry. Let's do the second coat. And we'll throw the wash on there. Wow, grammatical error. Unrecoverable. What does that mean? Is that like you had a point, but you had one spelling mistake, therefore anything you say is now null and void. Minor spelling mistake. Okay, let's put this reflection on here. Do a little reflection on the rope again. Absolutely I am. I'm not sure what I'm going to enter though. It might even be this guy as soon as it's done, but I'm not 100%. I'm also thinking of doing a full-blown diorama for this guy. Meaning that like I want to put him, I'm thinking about like putting him in like a setting for Final Fantasy, like maybe even like a battle setting with like a fully crafted and painted like HUD and things like that in a little like box thing. That might be cool, but I haven't decided. We'll see. There's a painting contest held by this shark guy that I follow on Twitter, Shork, for his magazine. I don't like those. It's fun. I like to participate. I don't think I'm gonna win. There's some better painters than me in there, for sure. But it'll be fun to participate. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know any of the lore. I don't know any of the backstories. Going a little bit of this orange on the bottom of the rope here. On this side. There we go. Better. Let that dry again. Give me just 1 second. That's okay, Ozzy. Thanks for coming anyway. I appreciate you. As always. Any time you guys spend with me is time that I enjoy. Gonna add the dot highlight to the eyes here. To get that. Go. Right now, not so much. I want to though. I have the new Silent Hill game, and I have the I have a bunch of games that I want to play right now. I have Silent Hill. I have the new Death Stranding. I have frankly some old games that I want to play, but time is getting away from me at the moment. But we'll get back to it. Okay. Just because we can, we're gonna do just the glow effect on the gun right here. First, add a little bit more white to the edges so that we can get that kind of on the outside effect. And I know that looks like a splotch right now, but it will make sense. The new Silent Hill game, it's been fun so far. It's very different from every other Silent Hill. Very combat focused. In fact, it's kind of hard to call it a Silent Hill, but it is in the overall arching sense. Let that dry. Apply some. Welcome back. Get just a few more metallics in here. Some obvious ones. Take the blend section here. We'll paint. Not like that. RimWorld, what's that? I haven't heard of it. A little bit of trim on the face here. this half of the mask. Okay, let's darken up the cloak on the bottom. And get that reflected up. We're gonna make it real dark. With strong tone. Or actually, yeah, strong tone. Which is like a super dark sepia. There we go. Sims, but okay, that makes sense. I'll have to check that out. Man, the more we do of this guy, the better he looks. The better and better he's getting. Where else? Let's get some of the dark metallics. Here we are. Heavy metal. These are going to be like the tubing in the mechanical bits that are non-showy, if that makes sense. So that's things like this tubing here. The gun energy tubing, which will get its own separate highlights. That's going to be glowy as well. It's going to look like it's transferring energy. Oh, and I almost forgot. I see the coils on the bottom of the gun here. Those need to be also reflecty. We'll get those too. Don't you worry. Let's also get some of this back here just to fill it in. Like the vent holes. I'm not worried about getting a little bit of overspill here. The small tubing. Accessorizing hydraulics down here. I know. Super, super important stuff. Actually, no, that's going to be different. That is lighter. Consistency, because we did the other leg turbine in a lighter silver. These sections are interesting because you keep metallic only on one side. The other side is that reflective section. We are getting there. We are getting there. Okay. Go to the top here. Actually, that is also thing. Only half. Boom. Okay. Let all that dry. Golem lore? For me? The lore is super simple. Wait, Golem lore is in my real life, or Golem lore is in where the name came from? IRL? I can do that. So I lived all over the country, and I do mean that. I've lived in almost any area you can think of. I've been to most of it. I like most of it, with the possible exception of Northern California, and only because I'm from there. Originally. So I'm used to it, if that makes sense. I haven't lived in Indiana, but I've been to Indiana more than a couple times. Mostly because of work. My early work had me traveling to lots of parts of the country. I've been to as far as Bangor, Maine, which I love Maine, by the way. But that has afforded me lots of stuff. You know, being able to see so many places, even Canada, you know, has been awesome. Gives you a lot of good perspective. Meet lots of cool people. As far as personal stuff, most of you know I'm married. Been married for 10 years now, and I'm very happy and about that. And I can't think of any better situation that I could possibly be in. I met her at a grocery store, which is more typical than you might think. But I can definitely describe myself as an extremely happy guy. And I hope that's reflected in both my streams and any content that I produce. Let's see. What? Yeah. It was my first job. Technically my second job. I was a clerk at a grocery store. Again, more typical than you might think. See, what else? What else? I didn't graduate college until much, much later in my life. But I did go for probably a good 8 years before I decided finally what I wanted to major in and finally get my degree in. Exactly. If only I was that cool. No. It was not cool in the least when I was bagging groceries. But even so, you can still find your person in places that you don't expect. And in situations that you don't expect either. Now, I work in marketing. But before that, probably for about 5 years, I worked for you may or may not have heard of him, Twitter owner. Oh yeah. That afforded me a lot of opportunity. Ad? Oh, ad right now? Sorry, I'm just looking at where I'm gonna go next. Here we go. Disney, interesting. Geico, okay. Okay. Wait, what? I worked for Tesla for 5 years. Got to do lots of stuff. I can't actually talk about it. Maybe in a couple of years. When you sign papers for that. Yeah, you can't say nothing. It's good and bad. It's good and bad that you have to keep your mouth shut, because it helps you in some ways and it doesn't in other ways. But there you go. It's not anything earth-shattering. It's not even anything really interesting. It's just that you're not allowed to say. And it's generally, whenever you sign NDAs, it's generally in your best interest to just keep quiet about it, because you never know. That's how the corporate world be. It's seriously not. It's seriously so boring. You would you'd be like, oh. Let me just say that my new job is way more fun and cool. Now I work for an equally famous company. I bet you can probably tell which. See that? The benefits of living in Los Angeles is you get afforded pretty much just access to stuff. Oh, really? Cool. They won't listen to me. I don't have that pull. So does everybody. I think he's talking about that one short on the beach. Am I right? Because I think so. Oh, a little more. Actually, you know what? That's a better pull than I was thinking originally. Okay. Just a couple more things. throw this orange glow right over here. Just to get that started. Okay. Throw that white on the other side. Other coils. Also gonna here. Flowing onto that. Down to here. What I'm really loving about this particular model is how rough we can be with all the lighting, because we're just really focusing on how much lighting this guy has. Everything's lit up. Another coil over here. Means that we're gonna glow on the hand too. Lighting is fun. Lighting is fun. It's arguably, I think, more fun than like most other techniques. I had so much fun with the Tonberry. That's what it's quickly becoming one of my favorite projects. I'm excited to finish the YouTube video on it. Like I said before this, I finished recording the voiceover for it and finished mostly editing all the film together. So it's going to be my first solo long-form tutorial video. Hopefully it turns out good. Different format than streaming, but gonna give it a shot. Get going. Try, not quite. A little bit more. A little bit more contrast over here. So. No. Not yet. I have met all of the 7 dwarves, though. I'm not kidding. Okay, we're almost there with certain parts. It's just every time I look, there's something else I want to do. This is the never-ending model. I guess it's a good thing. That's hilarious. Really? I didn't know that. Bob Iger? I'm trying to remember which one. The hated one, or at least the one that doesn't have the most love, is the guy who did California Adventure out here in California. The second park, because there's Disneyland, and then there's California Adventure on the same grounds. And the original California Adventure, nobody liked. It was like a carnival. But anyway, okay. We are at that time. It's about an hour 15. We actually accomplished a good amount today. We did quite a few things. We did the eyes, we did the rope, we did the cloth, we did the jewels, we did the more highlights, we did the glow on, at least partially, on the power, on the plasma gun. We're gonna do more. We're gonna do more. There's lots to go, but man, is he turning out awesome. This guy just keeps getting better and better. We're gonna finish him next week, though. It's gonna be this model will be done by the end of next week. But anyway, Ozzy, Odokuro, Cole, Suki, Jennifer, our newest, everybody who came in today, thanks so much for hanging out. Really appreciate you guys. Thanks for holding out on the days that I was gone. And I will see you next week. Possibly earlier if you watch YouTube and you see my video go up. I'm aiming for this weekend. Hopefully that happens. If not, it'll be early next week. Anyway, thanks you guys. Appreciate you as always. And we'll see you next time, okay? Have a good night.